I read a comment on one of my YouTube shorts the other day that said something along the lines of, just enjoy yourself whilst you're young, you'll never get it again. And you know what? It doesn't sound like terrible advice. It sounds quite harmless. Now that comment made me think, you need to know the difference between enjoying your youth and destroying your future, because there's a very fine line between the two. And these people who say things like, oh, you know, just enjoy your youth whilst you're young, go wild, you're only young once, all of that type of shit, they are basically telling you to destroy your future. Now I'm gonna guess the type of future that you want is one where you're financially free, one where your work feels purposeful, one where you get to wake up on your time and not the time of your boss, one where you have location freedom, abundance, maybe even generational wealth with a nice house, all of your family taken care of. Well, to build a future like that, bro, takes a lot of fucking hard work, dedication, time, sacrifice, years worth of grinding through a business or a career path. It takes a shit ton of resilience, mental strength, courage, you get the point. And if you're out here just enjoying your youth because you're only young once, then you can wave goodbye to that future. And I know that sounds harsh, bro, but this is just the fucking truth that you need to hear. See, I used to enjoy my youth. I used to go out to the club, smoke weed on a daily basis, chase women, fap, play video games for 6 hours a day. But whilst I was doing all of that shit, I wasn't working towards my future. I wasn't working towards my goals. I wasn't building my future, because you can't do both. And anyone that tells you that you can is straight up fucking lying to you. Now, does this mean that you can never go out and drink ever again? Does this mean that you're never able to enjoy life whilst you're young? Does this mean that you have to be miserable and never indulge in pleasure throughout your late teens, early 20s? No. Like I said earlier, there's a fine line. If you go out to the club once a year, bro, obviously that isn't going to destroy your future. That isn't going to stop you from making progress. Just think about it logically and be smart. That's the message that I'm really trying to get across in this video. If you're spending every weekend at the bar chasing women, smoking weed, going to the clubs, playing video games, doing all of the shit that you know you should not be doing on a regular basis, then you are simply just destroying your future. And bro, this goes back to the very basics of self-improvement. Delay gratification. Stay away from as much instant gratification as you possibly can in a healthy way, and work on the things that you know will bring you value later on in life. It really is that simple. See, right now, bro, I could quite easily be sat here playing video games. I could open up my laptop, start watching porn. I could light up a spliff if I wanted to. Just enjoy myself whilst I'm young, you know, like they tell you to do. But then I wouldn't be doing this, what I'm doing right now. I wouldn't be sat here recording this video, doing the thing that I know will bring me value later on in life, building my future. I wouldn't be doing that. I would be choosing instant gratification over delayed gratification. And essentially, I would be destroying my future, all because I was trying to enjoy my youth. And now again, I'm not saying you can't enjoy yourself here and there, bro. I'm not saying you have to be miserable. I'm not saying you can't have pleasurable times in your late teens, early 20s. Because obviously you can get away with doing that now and then, and you're not going to destroy your future. But there is that fine line, there is that balance. And if you tip too far over the edge and you're doing too much of the bad habits, that's where it becomes a problem. Because like I said, again, bro, you cannot do both. You can't be out in the club every weekend and build a business that's going to make you 6 figures. It's not going to happen. You have to spend those weekends building that business. You have to spend those weekends delaying gratification. You really have to spend those weekends building your future instead of enjoying your youth. And this is advice that you really need to hear, because in this day and age, bro, there's a fucking shit ton of young men out there who are just destroying their future, who aren't working towards their goals, who aren't working on building a future for themselves. They're just focused on enjoying life right now, partying, chasing women, splashing money on gambling, financing cars. But then 20 years down the line, bro, they wake up one day and they regret it, because at that point they're now in the future and they realize that they did fuck all for themselves, and now they have to pick up the pieces. Now they have to face the consequences of their actions that they made whilst they were young, enjoying themselves, and now they fucking hate their lives. This is really a choice that you have to make, and I know you're gonna make the right choice because you're here watching this video. I know you want to build your future. I know you want wealth. I know you want to make progress. I know you want to level up in life because you clicked on this video right here. So bro, I have faith in you and the fact that you're not going to destroy your future. But this is a video that I had to make because there's young men out there who need to hear this advice. Because I was a young man out there one day who needed to hear this advice. Stop listening to the advice of people who are telling you to enjoy your life whilst you're young, unless they're in a position that you want to be in life. This is a side note, bro, but only ever take advice from people who you want to end up like. Never take advice from somebody who you wouldn't want to end up like. It's backwards, bro. It makes no sense. On that note, I'm gonna leave that video there. It's a short one, but I've got my message across. I've made my point, and I hope you've been able to take my point on board. Scroll down right now and click subscribe if you're new to this channel and you want to improve your life. Click on this video right here to help you on your self-improvement journey. Like the video, drop a comment, share it, all of that good stuff. I'm making it my mission to help turn boys into men.